Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And this video was being recorded purely with my Google Pixel 4a, so I hope you guys do enjoy the video and make sure you stay locked in with me. Now, I've been seeing a ton of videos on the internet, and honestly I've been living on the Google Store web page, just looking at the specs and watching a ton of videos about the Pro and the Google Pixel 6 and the 6 Pro, and you know, I needed to see it in person, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I couldn't sit at home anymore and watch these phones behind a screen, so I had to actually go out to my local Best Buy. And I had to feel it in my hand. I had to touch both of the displays, and I gotta say that the 6 Pro, the Google Pixel 6 Pro with the 6.7-inch OLED display, they're both OLEDs. You get the a sharper display on the Pro, obviously, with the 120 hertz, 512 for the PPI. Is just a phenomenal device. 6.7 inches, both running Android 12, both with 50 megapixel cameras, but the front-facing camera for the Google Pixel Pro, the 6 Pro, is going to be 11 versus the 8 megapixel on the regular 6. And they both do record at 4K 60, and they both do have the Tensor chip, but the Pro will have 12 gigabytes of RAM and the regular one will have 8. And you can kind of see the picture quality here, right? Really good picture quality when it comes to the photos on the front. Now, both have in-display fingerprint sensors, and the Pro does have a larger battery at 5003, whereas the smaller, the 6, which is the 6 will have 6.4-inch display at basically 24 by 1080, and then the Pro will have 3120 by 1440, right? But the 90 hertz display will be on the regular 6, and I did feel the difference between both devices, right? There was a slight weight difference. There was also the Pro felt just a little bit more premium. Now, both of these devices will have a magic eraser tool inside of it, so you can get that feature still no matter which one you purchase. $899 for the Pro, $599 for the Pixel. So you guys might be saying, well, should I spend a little bit more money on the Pro? Well, if you have the 300, I would probably do it, right? We do get that 5G sub 6 millimeter wave technology, which is pretty cool, right? We also do get 30 watts fast charging on both of these guys, right? And they're both gonna have that Gorilla Glass 6 or Gorilla Glass Invictus on the front and back, right? Now, I don't know why the Pro just felt slightly more premium. Maybe it had to do with the bigger battery, which gave it a little bit more weight to it. You could definitely feel the weight to it, but they both do have that Victus on the front and back. So I just want to make that completely 100% clear that both of these devices will share pretty much everything the same, except for, we won't have the telephoto camera on the regular Pixel 6, but we do have the telephoto, which is going to be on the Pro model only. So I just kind of want to throw that out there. The other thing to note is that the Pro model will have 120 hertz refresh rate, whereas the Google Pixel 6 will have the standard 90 hertz that can change back to back to 60 as well. So the Google Pixel 6 Pro does have the 120 hertz, and it can go back to 60 in addition to that. But that curved display on there just screams premium. I don't know, like from the past, back in like 2000 and I don't know, maybe 17 or 8 or 16, they started making those displays curved to signify that it was the premium model. Whenever you were dealing with any phone, for the most part it was Samsung that did that, right? But you could see that what we're getting with some of these images that we're being able to take are really extraordinary with the Google Pixel 6 Pro. Means that the Google Pixel 6 Pro adds a 48 megapixel telephoto lens with 4 times optical zoom, and it has that 11 megapixel selfie camera and it's going to be also providing you with a wide angle camera. So the other difference is that the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro is that you'll get the larger battery as well as more RAM. So that's pretty much the biggest difference, but both of these devices will have the same capabilities when it comes to performance. Other than that, you're going to get a better looking display on the Google Pixel 6 Pro. But like I said, those even when you zoom in all the way in, you could see all the detail on the Pro right here. I wasn't able to share these shots through Nearby Share. I guess they had that deactivated on this unit, but on the Google Pixel 6 I was able to share those photos. So you know, I'll just kind of zoom in so you could kind of see what they look like after I took them. And you know, it was really good detail. I was able to see the words even from like 30 feet away. I still was able to see the words on this thing from across the room. So when you zoom in, you could still read the small print on boxes and signs and stuff like that. So I thought that telephoto lens for the Google Pixel 6 Pro is definitely going to help you out if you have to like see something from a far distance, take a picture, maybe scan a barcode from like a far distance or something like that. I think that'll be pretty cool for people who really need that. But if you're not going to be taking pictures from a far distance or needing that optical zoom, then the telephoto lens isn't too much of a big deal, right? But what I really like is that Google with the Google Pixel 6 and 6 Pro is that they both do have wide angle cameras, which is definitely going to be a game changer from the Google Pixel 4a, which didn't have that wide angle camera that I'm recording with right now. But like I said, it's going to be an upgrade in almost every single department when you're looking at both of these devices and comparing them not only to each other but to the likes of other phones in the industry, right? Now the Google Pixel 6 Pro will be competing with the likes of phones like the iPhone 13 Pro and stuff like that, whereas the Google Pixel 6 will be competing with phones like the Moto Edge at like $399, $400, stuff like that. You know, the Samsung Galaxy FE and stuff like that. But hopefully you guys did find this video helpful, useful, or informative in the least bit. If you did find it possible, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and get notified for more videos just like this. And make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know which one you're getting and which one you think will do a better job for your personal preference. But it's your boy Serrano, and like always, I'll get right back with you, and I'll get right back with you later, crew. Peace. Man, these phones are sexy.